Hello and welcome back to a Mario Kart Wii. Last episode, we raced in the 150cc Leaf Cup, and in this episode we're going to be racing in the 150cc Lightning Cup, which is the last of the 150cc cups that we're going to be racing in, and it appears it'll be the last cup that we're going to be racing in, but as you all know, that will not be the case. Anyway, we are going to be using, who do we want to use? I haven't actually thought this far ahead. I want to use a medium character because I want to use the new thing I'm kind of feeling Yoshi. Let's use Yoshi. And we'll use the Day Tripper because we unlocked this yesterday. Manual transmission, of course. I went back to go star rank the Leaf Cup last time. And hoping that we're going to star rank the Lightning Cup today, because if we do, that means we'll unlock the special thing that you're going to get if you star rank all the 150cc Retro Cups. Here's hoping. Let's race in the 150cc Lightning Cup. Let's do it. So I've just checked the IMDb score for the Lion King 2019 edition, and it makes me very happy to see that I just got hit by a banana, to see that it is currently sitting at about a 5.4, which, yes, oh my Jesus Christ, that was a bullet bill. Yes, technically the movie hasn't come out yet at the time I'm recording, because obviously, the time I'm recording this, the movie doesn't come out until tomorrow. But the day you're seeing this, it's been, or if you watch it on release, the day you're seeing this, the movie releases, or the movie came out a week ago. So, but here's the thing, even when that movie, even when it actually comes out, there's no way it's gonna get any higher than, like, there's no way even if it gets to 6, there's no way it's gonna break out of the 6s. Because no amount of people, no amount of nostalgia-blinded fanboys are just gonna, there aren't enough of them in order to turn over the score to be like, there aren't enough people who are just gonna blindly say 10 out of 10, like, it's the movie that I liked when I was a kid, and nostalgia, and that means it's good. And you know what? I've never understood that. Because here's the thing. People are like, I've actually seen people who say that the movie brings back so much nostalgia. And I'm very happy because Disney brought back these movies because lol nostalgia. Just watch the original movie! You can rent it for like $2. Maybe 3, I don't know. I actually don't know how much it is to rent because I own the Blu-ray. But when I rented a bunch of Marvel movies to marathon those were I think $3. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's like, just rent the movie and watch it again. It's not that hard. You don't have to spend, and also that is less expensive than a movie ticket. You don't have to spend the price of a movie ticket to go see it in theaters. But you're not seeing it in theaters. You're seeing a crappier, a hyper-realistic version of it with inferior voice acting. And oh my, it's just let's just go to the next race and then I'll talk about why it's so bad. So, there's things like the Aladdin remake, right? Now, Aladdin is my second favorite movie ever made. I love that movie to death, and it's easily my favorite animated movie of all time. So, as you may expect, I was not exactly thrilled that there was going to be an Aladdin live-action remake, because you don't touch that movie. That's mine. You don't get to chain chomp. You don't get to do that. See what that chain chomp just did to me is what Disney did to my soul when they remade Aladdin in live action. But I still went to go see it with friends. Figure, you know what? Let's give it a shot, shall we? And you know what? I will say this. If you have never seen the original Aladdin before, you will probably think that the movie is amazing. Why? Well, because the original Aladdin is almost exactly the same. Now, that being said, they did make some pretty significant changes, look, okay, it's a remake, right? It doesn't harm the original at all. I can get mad at Disney because it's just a shameless cash grab, but it doesn't, like, it's not replacing the original, right? Like, the original still exists. I can still watch it anytime I want, so I don't need to be, like, I can't be, like, upset because it exists. I can just be upset at the greedy, you know, I can be upset at the business side behind it. So screw originality. Let's just remake a bunch of our old movies. It worked once. Let's do it again. That's the mindset that I hate. I don't so much have a problem with the fact that it simply exists. But that being said, I went to go see it, and the only praise I can give it, aside from, I will say, Will Smith rocked his role as the genie. That was incredible. In fact, for the most part, except for the person who played Jafar, for the most part, the actors all did an incredible job. So I'll give the movie that point. I'll give the movie the point that the performances were good, like for music, for the songs. But again, it's the same songs from the first movie. That credit goes to the original Aladdin. It can't go. I can give credit for their singing. That I will give credit for, but the actual tracks themselves, no, I can't do that. It was also a very visually stunning movie. But as far as the plot goes, there's a lot of stuff they changed that makes it really inferior to the original Aladdin. That being said, I still have my movie. If you prefer this movie, great, good for you. I can't take that away from you. I'm happy that you are able to enjoy it, but if you try to tell me that it's better, we're gonna have some problems. Anyway, so that was Aladdin. But the reason why I just talked about Aladdin instead of The Lion King is because, at least with Aladdin, I could go in and I could enjoy myself. I'll explain a little bit more about what I mean in the next race. At least with Aladdin, it feels like they actually tried, right? At least I could go into the theater and have a fun time watching it. I could hear the songs and be like, yeah, this is good. I could watch the performance and say, yeah, these people know what they're doing. I could look at the visuals and be like, yeah, this is a pretty movie. And the actual plot itself, yeah, I can look at it and say, you know what? It's fine. So there's enough energy and there's enough charisma from all the actors and all the music that I can enjoy watching it, even if I know that what I am watching is an inferior version of the story they're trying to tell. But The Lion King does not have that. It is lifeless. It feels like every single actor in the entire movie is like phoning it in. It's like, except for James Earl Jones. But even James Earl Jones, it feels like, if you listen to the two side by side, his performance from the original Lion King was just so much better. Like, it's not even kind of comparable. But like I hate, like, okay, I think I mentioned this before, but the Detective Pikachu movie, I hate it, it's terrible, it's awful, but the one point I will give it, aside from Ryan Reynolds, is that the visual effects team who worked on Detective Pikachu, like, Pikachu himself, absolutely stunning. Phenomenal visual effects work. His facial expressions were incredibly convincing. So someone took a screenshot of that, of the scene where he gets his plan rejected, and compares it to the scene where Simba finds out his dad is dead. Like, he finds out his father has been murdered, and he's like, the thing is, Pikachu gets his plan rejected versus Simba's dad dies, and in the Pikachu one, the Pikachu is very obviously, like, devastated that his plan was rejected. You can see genuine emotion in his face. With Simba, it just looks like it looks like an average everyday Tuesday for him. It's like, what? Like, they didn't try at all. Yes, the actual environments are breathtaking. The amount of effort that they put into actually creating the world to make it look hyper-realistic, yeah, that's impressive. That's really, really impressive. But that visuals do not make a movie good. Like, I need more than that, and it's just, like, there's a leaked scene, the scene, you know, one of the most important in the entire, I argue the most important in the entire movie, well, okay, maybe one of them, I don't know, I have to think about more, where Mufasa climbs up the cliff and Scar's at the top, and Mufasa's begging for him to help him up and save his life, but instead, Scar just leans in and says, no, and lets him go, and the music swells. That moment sends chills down my spine every single time I see it. But this new movie, it actually makes me mad what they did. Because Scar, the person voicing Scar, feels like he's barely trying, and, like, this is like, long live the king! And then he, like, bitch slaps Mufasa into the stampede. It's just like, can you try a little harder, please? And then they cut to Simba's reaction. You know that really haunting shot where they zoom out from Simba as he stares down at watching his father fall to his death in the first movie? Yeah, well, now that's just, like, hilarious, because, like, Simba's mouth just, like, kind of sort of opens. Like, there's no fear or shock in his face at all. And it's just like, no! It's just, I burst out laughing. I went from, enraged to, laughing maniacally in a split second. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh, and oh my God, Pumbaa! What? When the main trailer, like the official non-teaser trailer for The Lion King came out, and they cut and the title card played, and then they cut to the scene where Timon and Pumbaa are walking through the woods, going, "Oh we away, oh we away, oh we away." You know that scene from the original? Yeah. Well, they cut to that, and they slowly pan up from Pumbaa, or to see him in full. And I looked at that, and I wanted to commit die, because that was the most hideous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, oh my God. And people are like, what did you expect? What did you expect Pumbaa to look like? It's supposed to be realistic, you dummy. I expect him to look good. Do you know how much effort the animators put in the original Lion King into making Pumbaa? Which warthogs are not all that... They're not exactly cute creatures, so they put an obscene amount of effort into making Pumbaa look as cute and, like, relatable as possible. And they did a phenomenal job, and they deserve all the credit in the world. This movie, however, is just like, realism, right? Like, here's the thing. The reason why The Lion King holds up so well over time is because it's animated. It has visual styles hold up so much better over time than hyper-realism, because hyper-realistic visuals will always be outdated in a couple years' time. Remember when people thought Halo Wars was like groundbreaking CGI? Well, now we have Halo 2 remastered. Remember when, I don't know, like, I don't even have a bigger, what else we got? I guess I could, like, remember when people thought Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, or maybe not. Sonic Adventure 2, I guess, was groundbreaking visuals, and now we have, like, Sonic Generations, stuff like that. Like, when you aim for realism, it will always be outdated in a couple years' time. It's always been the case, and it never will not be the case. But the people behind Cuphead, the people behind Bendy and the Ink Machine, when you strive for those unique art styles, those will hold up better over time because they are trying to go for a specific time period. Like, there's nothing to beat. But when you just aim to make it as realistic as possible... Oh, wait a minute, why don't I just talk about this? Remember when Mario Kart Wii was, like, groundbreaking visuals? Well, now we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Why didn't I just use that? I'm playing Mario Kart Wii. Why didn't I just use that as an example? Anyway, so it's like... look, don't go see it. Just watch the original movie. It's so much better. Give that one your time. Please don't give this new one your time. Disney needs to understand what they're doing is wrong. Like, they are not, like, I say wrong as like they're committing some heinous act. No, they're just scummy, like, they're just greedy business. It's like, how do we make money without putting any actual effort into it? Oh, I know. Let's just remake all of our old movies. That'll sell like hotcakes, and evidently it's gonna sell like hotcakes, and it's pissing me off. But again, if you've never, like, I can make the case for Aladdin, where, like, if you've never seen the original, you will enjoy Aladdin if you've never seen the original. But with Lion King, I don't even think I can say that, because it's just so terrible. Like, it's that bad. I don't know. Let's go to the award ceremony, and I finished first all 4 times, so I'm hoping I get a star rank. got first place, but more importantly, did we get the star ranking? Yes, we did! Alright, so now I'm going to get to show you guys what we unlock for star ranking all the 150cc Retro Cups, and I don't have to replay this one. Neat! But before that, we have a credit scene to go through. Congratulations! Do you want us to command a photo of the Wii message board? Sure, why not? Telling you the message board to commemorate photo has been sent to the Wii message board. Yeah. Please continue to enjoy Mario Kart Wii. I will. Thank you very much. You conquered all cups on 150cc. Congratulations, you can now play in mirror mode. Yay! You scored a star ranking in the entire Retro Grand Prix on 150cc. Congratulations, you've unlocked a large kart, the Jet Setter. You won the Lightning Cup on 150cc. Congratulations, you've unlocked a large cart, the Honey Coop. And that'll leave this episode of Mario Kart Wii. So, thanks for watching, stay tuned for next time, and I hope to catch you all tomorrow, or on Tuesday, for some more Mario Kart Wii, where we're going to be starting up Mirror Mode. Goodbye.